All right, what's going on, guys? Trev back again, here to bring you another video. This one's going to be giving our thoughts after Jon Jones has just won the UFC World Heavyweight Championship against Cyril Gane. I'm going to give our thoughts on Jon Jones being probably the best mixed martial artist so far. Alright dudes, so I'm able to post again on YouTube, which is great after I was blocked for a week, suspended for a week for talking about World War II, so canceled. But I wanted to give my thoughts on this one because this was an awesome fight, and I was looking forward to seeing Jon Jones fight at heavyweight. It's been a while since he fought. He hasn't fought since February 2020, so it's been a few years. And, he was the UFC light heavyweight championship at that time, reigning for quite a while. And now we get to see him switch to heavyweight and get to see him against Cyril Gane, which I actually was not familiar with Cyril Gane, before, but we did have Ngannou and some of the others there before. There's like Stipe and Ngannou. They were talking about who he was going to end up fighting at heavyweight. I think most of us probably wanted to see him fight Ngannou, but I guess whatever happened with him, they couldn't work out contracts with UFC and such. So it's all good. I enjoyed this fight. I thought it was, I know, okay, it wasn't a very long fight. It wasn't a very eventful fight as far as striking is concerned or anything like that. It was, can we say it was like, it seemed like an easy fight for Jon Jones? I mean, Cyril's record was 11-1. He had knocked out a lot of people. He had fought Ngannou previously and went to a decision with him. So, this is like something where you're going to have, young up-and-comers. You got to give them a shot here and there. So he got a shot against Jon Jones, and he got choked out in what was maybe a bit of a, kind of a front guillotine almost. Kind of a just a ugly, sloppy, smothering, covering type of guillotine. It didn't look very good, but effective it seems so. So I enjoyed seeing the fight. It wasn't one that I think we will remember as far as like being, having some of the best clips from it or anything. But it's just a fight that really showed, I think, how awesome Jon Jones is. Getting to see them side by side, it really did look like, Cyril was bigger and probably stronger than Jon Jones. Jon Jones always been, bones, been lanky and kind of skinny. But getting to see him at heavyweight, it was like, here you've got a guy, he's fighting a guy who's even bigger than him, and he just dismantled him in no time. There was a low blow, but then after that, just dismantled him in no time. So I pretty much would say, I think that we kind of all probably should agree that Jon Jones has to be regarded, I think, as the best mixed martial arts fighter that we've seen yet. GOAT, greatest of all time. And we'll have to see if anybody can best this, because he's gone 27 and 1, and 1-1. So 1 no contest and 1 disqualification. So the only loss that Jon Jones has was because he was disqualified in that he threw a north to south elbow against Matt Hamill. So apparently that's an illegal elbow. I didn't even know that before seeing that fight. I don't think I've seen anybody throw it or was aware that you weren't allowed to do that. But okay, I don't think it was intentional. So basically we should probably say that he's pretty much undefeated. That wasn't really a loss. It wasn't like Matt Hamill actually defeated him. He just got disqualified. So that's not like he was beaten. So he's basically undefeated. And he's done it in 2 of the hardest categories to do it in, right? Light heavyweight, incredibly hard. So many great light heavyweight fighters. And then now going up to heavyweight and taking that title as well too is really amazing. So yeah, I think we have to agree. I think Jon Jones is the greatest mixed martial artist ever so far, and hope he can continue for at least a few more years. Maybe stay undefeated for a few more years, and that'll just make it to where it's like it'll be almost impossible for anybody to catch up for a long time. It might be 10, 20, 30 years before we see somebody who's this far ahead of everybody else to where he can just, like, you could have had Jon Jones and Cyril fight 1,000 times, and based on what we saw in this fight, I think Jon Jones would probably win 1,000 out of 1,000. Maybe let's give Cyril, a haymaker type chance, a puncher's chance, and say that out of 1,000 he might have won 2 or 3. If they'd have fought 1,000 times, he might have gotten the best of him 2 or 3 times. That's about it. Comments below. Do you think Jon Jones? Do you agree with me? Best of all time, best fighter of all time. I think he is. Yeah, I think so. That's it for this video, guys. See you again soon for another Trev saying peace. Later, guys.